Hey guys, welcome back to Queen's Move, and it's great to be back from my extended holiday breaks. And what better time than right before the next installment of East vs. West, which is now East vs. West 11. Can you believe that?
And though this is the first one in a while where we won't have Devin Larratt competing, there are still so many matches I'm personally excited for on this card. In this video, I'm going to give you my predictions for what I feel are the best matches on the card. Let's get right into it. The first of which is Daniel Prukopchik versus Mindaugas Tarasitis.
Could these two names be any harder to pronounce?
Magnus, Tarasitis.
These two have quite a bit of history and an intense rivalry, but they have yet to pull in super match format on arm wrestling's biggest stage.
That ends this weekend, as they are set to pull at East vs. West 11.
If you asked me to pick one match on this card that could end in fouls, this one would be it. They've pulled in quite a few different formats since 2017, going back and forth. Since they are in fact different formats, I won't get into the results. And after all this time, all that can be said is that Daniel holds a very slight edge.
Still, there's almost no way this one won't be close come this Saturday. The winner of this match, in the past, is typically whichever one of the two is able to get into position first and sit on the other's bicep. Numerous times, Daniel was able to drive his shoulder inside quickly and set up into either a flop press or a hook, leaving Mindaugas' bicep open and unable to gain enough height on Daniel's hand to get into a favorable position. In the matches where Mindaugas defeats Daniel, more specifically the times when the referee forces Daniel to square his shoulders before the ready go, Mindaugas is able to maintain enough hand and wrist control to climb Daniel's hand and gain enough leverage to either get the pin or force Daniel to elbow foul to get the restart. So how will this one play out? Mindaugas recently said he feels like the hunter in this one, not the hunted.
He feels, although they both won their respective weight classes at WAF World Championships, that Daniel has actually proven himself more lately in supermatch format and that he should be the favorite. And since Mindaugas is the undisputed master of arm wrestling knowledge, I do tend to agree with his assessment here with Daniel as the favorite. And I do think Daniel takes this one 4-2 because he has the better endurance of the two in this one.
The second one is Ivan Mesenko versus Reno Massic. If you're ever stranded on an island and you need a means of starting a fire, if these two just happen to be there with you, worry not, because with the speed they possess off the ready go, you won't even need the flint. And all the steel you could ever need is right here in this intriguing match. Reno is such a rising star in the sport. He's been winning a ton recently and figures to be very good for such a long time moving forward. His demeanor is one that makes him incredibly easy to root for, as he carries himself in such a respectful and likable manner. It's clear he's had some good people guiding him on his way up in the sport. If you've seen Reno pull, you know he often likes to go fast and deep inside. Reno fully understands that his speed is his greatest asset, but in time, I think he will become more well-rounded and able to pull from any position in any way. Mesenko, on the other hand, has one of the most legendary hooks in all of arm wrestling history. And though he's just recently pulled at arm wrestling's biggest stage, there's no shortage of legendary clips of various tournaments and super matches Ivan has pulled in over the course of the last 2 decades. So, who wins this epic battle of the rising star versus the present-day legend? I love Reno, but I think Mesenko has to be the favorite due to his versatility and the fact that he is one of the few who can compete with Reno in terms of speed as well. Ivan takes it 4-2. And number 3, Iraqi Zerak versus Paul Lynn. Iraqi had a pretty tough 2023, with his only win coming against John Brzezinski almost a year ago at East vs. West 6. Since then, he went on to lose to Kirdagali Ungarbayev, David Dadekian, and Rustam Babayev. Can he start 2024 out with a win? And you know what rhymes with win? You get the idea. But in all seriousness, this match is awfully hard to predict. And if there's one thing I can say in defense of my less than stellar record lately with predictions, is that I purposely seek out the toughest matches to prognosticate on and try to tread the deep waters the very best I can. Last match seems to have me in the deepest of waters, and I've gone back and forth with myself on who I believe will win this match. It's hard not to root for Paul Lynn because he's such a likable character in the sport of arm wrestling. I also see a lot of the same qualities in Iraqi as well. But the only thing that matters in this match is pure strength. And I think so as Levon goes, so does Iraqi. Paul has been steadily improving over the last couple of years, having some of the best guidance anyone in the sport could attest to having. I think it shows here, and this becomes Paul's signature win. But I'll be rooting for Iraqi in almost any other match from here on out. Paul takes it 4-3. So there it is, guys. Let me know who you think is going to win this Saturday. And as always, thanks for watching.